So, holy shit, I just finished the first dungeon in Persona 5, and it took me forever to get to this game. I mean, I've been so busy lately, but I finally got around to it. I also had a few hang-ups in these fucking dungeons. This game is fucking hard. Holy shit. I set the difficulty level to like hard, and I thought that it would be like regular hard, but it's like rape your mouth hard. Way harder than it was on hard mode in Persona 3 and 4. I mean, your protagonist just gets one-shotted in like a single round. It's completely crazy. So I had to switch to normal. I couldn't torture myself. And I'm also following an optimized guide, so don't do that. Do not follow an optimized guide, otherwise this is going to be a very frustrating game for you. So, okay. So this is my first impressions of Persona 5. Um, I guess I'll just give you a little bit of a history about uh, the Persona games I've played before. I am not a series veteran. I haven't played one or two, and I know there are two games for Persona 2, which that sounds like a lot of effort, but whatever. I have played Persona 3 and 4, and I think they were both equally good. I'll probably give the edge slightly to Persona 4. You know, whenever I finished Persona 3, my friend told me that part 4 was better than part 3, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that there could be a game better than Persona 3. And he was right. I mean, he was right. And can I really say that about Persona 5? Is Persona 5 better than 4? And I really can't. I really can't say at this point. A lot of people are saying it's way better. IGN said that it was the best story in a Persona game by far. I think when you use the phrase "by far," I think that requires a lot out of you, and I don't believe it. I don't believe that Persona 5 is way better than Persona 4. It's crazy. So the game had a pretty slow start. Um, I mean, the game like cock teased you for like 5 hours. You kept going into the dungeon over and over again. Had a little bit of dialogue. Had a little bit of tutorial. And then you leave the dungeon over and over again, like 3 times. It may have been 2 times, but less than 3 times or equal to 3 times. I mean, that is just levels of cock teasing that I haven't seen. I definitely didn't see that in Persona 4, and that was ridiculous. They really should have cock teased you at least once, and then send you to, go get Kamoshida as you do in the first dungeon. So I thought that was a little ridiculous. The social links, I think they're equal. It's the same shit. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the dialogue, and since it's been like a million years since I played Persona 4, I really can't like properly compare them. But it feels like it's the same shit. Um, the battle system. I think it's a little too hard. Like I said, my protagonist. They've brought back the old rule that if your protagonist dies, you die, which is basically you giving a roll of the dice every time your opponent gets a round. If they hit you twice or 3 times, your protagonist is dead and it's over. Even though you were at full health, you took every precaution. You may even be guarded, and the fuckers will still kill you in one round. It's ridiculous. Do not play this game on hard. Do not play it on hard. Even if you think that it's like casual and gay to play on normal or easy, don't care. Do not care. The difficulty is not fair in my opinion. And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, you're a faggot. Get over it. Get good, faggot." But no, dude, it's not. It's not okay that the enemies can just roll the dice and one shot you in a single round. That's crazy. Um, so there are two things that kind of equal each other out. So there's one improvement from Persona 4, and there's one slight deprovement. No, not deprovement, but something that's slightly worse. Uh, the dungeon design is an unquestioned improvement, but At the same time, it's not really an improvement in a sense because I remember playing in Persona 4, you could just really veg out and just chill in the dungeons. And in these dungeons, you have to pay attention to where you are, you have to pay attention to possible clues. There are puzzles in the dungeons, and it's not the kind of old dungeon grinder that we remember well. But I guess that depends on your mood. If you feel like just chilling and going through these dungeons rapidly, like in the old dungeon grinder games, then it's not as good. But I think it is an improvement overall because the dungeons in Persona 3 and 4 got really really boring and repetitive, just narrow hallways with no variety whatsoever. I'm not sure. Someone tell me in the comment section, were they randomly generated in Persona 3 and 4? I know I could look that up, but I'll just ask you anyway. Um, but the the slight reduction in quality comes from the music. I just the music just doesn't get me like it did in Persona 3 and 4. I don't know if they have a new person on the music, but it just isn't. It's not doing as much for me. I mean, it's still great. It's probably like a 10% reduction in quality, but yeah, Persona 4 had the best music in the franchise. So overall, I think it's about equal to Persona 3 and 4. Again, I give the slight edge to Persona 4, but they're pretty much equal. All three of these games are equal in my opinion. But that's about it. That's my first impressions. Persona 5. It's really good. I'm gonna keep playing it. I mean, the social links are still there. They still make you feel that warm feeling, like you have some kind of hope and connection, and you have a meaning in life, and all of that shit. It's still really good. I just wish that I could live in the real world like the protagonist, but we all can't because we're kind of lame. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Uh, Type your opinions in the comments section. I'll see you next time.